Hey Geminis, I'm Rodin. Welcome to WaterBaby Tarot presented by Bomispirit. This is going to be the Gemini check-in for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. These readings are timeless and they're very general, so please only take messages as they resonate. This could be something that's happened to you already, you're going through right now, or something you could go through in the near future, okay? Keep in mind the energy that I pick up on is energy in and around you, so it could pertain to you, or someone you know, or someone you're connected to, and of course if we get more than one person in the reading, which I'll tell you intuitively, I already feel it. There's more than one person going on in what we're going to talk about today, then the roles can be flipped, all right? So just take them as they resonate. Geminis. The first thing they showed me was really strange. It was a blue flag. Just blue, waving in the wind. And I was like, plain blue, okay. I'm like, usually, like the white flag, like that has a lot of meaning to it, like surrender, right? But this is almost like, blue to me is like communication, it's peace, it's truth. Like that's how I look at the color blue. So like, but someone's waving it, like it's flapping in the wind for everyone to see. So Geminis, I think someone, whether it's you or someone else, I feel like, no, that's what it is. Thank you. They corrected me. I was just about to say something. They're like, no. Got it. You're being beckoned energetically. Someone wants to talk and you know it. Someone wants resolution and you know it. But you're not saying anything. I feel like you guys are in a really good place. I feel like you feel really freaking good. I think that you are really enjoying life. I think you're really just enjoying yourself. I think a lot of you are creating. A lot of you are like doing a lot of stuff with your hands, like DIY projects. Like a lot of you guys are also... Hold on a second. Oh, excuse me. A lot of you are finding more and more of like what you can do that, really makes you feel like you're doing your thing, like your purpose in life. And you're going with the flow with that. And you're also not engaging with anyone or anything that makes you feel even the slightest bit constricted. You are not about feeling constricted right now. You want to be as free as a bird right now, is what I feel. But you're also highly intuitive at this time. Your intuition is like, I feel like it's really peaked, almost like you can't really max out on intuition, but I think that's why you like this blue flag is coming up. Like you can feel like someone, almost as like wanting your attention, like wanting your attention to talk, or wanting your attention. It's funny I said intention. Your attention for peace and resolution, but you're trying not to pay attention to it. You know it. You can feel it intuitively. You're not really interested in going for it. Okay. I feel like the person who's like beckoning you, look over here, Gemini, look over here. I feel like they're tied up in some stuff. I feel a lot of anguish on that person's end, which is probably why they're not like actively coming to you, just energetically trying to wave you down. But I can feel it, you know it, and you're not interested in approaching this person at all whatsoever. You want to be as free as possible is what I'm getting with you. So Gemini, that being said, let's pull some cards. I'm going to do Spellcaster as the primary. Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Okay. Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Some of you guys are getting really lost in work. That's coming up really strong. But it's like work that you feel good about, so it's making you feel good. You're all about the feel goods right now, Gemini. Interesting. 7 of Cups in reverse. The illusion is over. Illusions are shattered. Reality sinking in. There's a sobering energy with the 7 of Cups in reverse that I'm feeling. You're sobering up or someone's sobering up. It's like all of a sudden like the rainbows and like the rainbows and sunshine and unicorns are like getting out of the picture. And it's like things are becoming a lot more realistic here. Sobering. I keep getting the word sobering. Someone could be like getting sober. Let's see. Any other messages for Gemini, please? Any other messages for Gemini as it pertains to this spread? Ooh. Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, very sobering. Very, very, very sobering. Two of Swords in reverse is like, there's no way you can't see the truth with Two of Swords in reverse. Possible decision coming out of that, like choosing an option, choosing something that's realistic, but I just feel sobering with that. I feel like this is the other person. I don't feel like it's for you specifically. I feel like you're too busy feeling good. Any other messages for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Ooh. Four of Cups in reverse. Sobering up to this feeling of rejection or feeling alone and isolated. Feeling like someone's not getting the emotional satiation that they're needing, that they wanted, that they actually really wanted. Did they pass up an opportunity? For some, they might have passed up on something that was going to be really satisfying, and they're realizing, having this sobering moment, that they didn't get to. Any other messages for Gemini as pertains to this spread? I just heard pink dress. Don't know what that's about, pink dress. Maybe you were gonna wear a pink dress and you decided not to. Something about a pink dress, I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. Overall energy, we have the Fool in reverse with the Magician. Yeah, Four of Swords. Waving from afar, come hither, come hither, come hither. With the Six of Cups, yeah, and then we got a King of Swords energy with Lovers in reverse, which is your court card. Ten of Pentacles in reverse underneath that. Okay, Gemini, here's someone waving the blue flag. Literally. I'm not gonna go towards Gemini. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna be here, away, far away, and just think about Gemini and just wave them in energetically with that Magician. Come hither, Gemini. Come hither, come hither, come hither. I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about you. Can you feel me thinking about you? Yeah, but you can feel me thinking about you. Come here, come here, come here. Yeah, this is someone literally thinking about you, missing you from afar, Gemini. And with the Four of Swords, they are in isolation. I don't feel like this is your energy at all. I feel like this is the other person. If it's flipped, then flip it. But yeah, using that Magician energy to like pull you in, manifest you in, send you thoughts. Even if they're not trying to, they're doing that because they're missing you and they're thinking about you so much. But the Magician being there tells me, especially the King of Swords, that they're aware that they're doing it to some extent. So there's the person waving the blue flag. And here's what's on their mind. Lovers in reverse with Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The thing they don't have, which is you. The thing they don't have. The household that they wish they had with you that they don't have. The family they wish they had with you that they don't have. The business that they had with you that they don't have. The money and legacy and stability that they want with you that they don't have. The relationship they want with you that they don't have. Not to sound like a broken record or anything. And it's becoming a very, very sobering thought that they don't have it and they feel very alone in this. You might have rejected them. You might have walked away. I just heard self-sabotage. They might have walked away and now they're regretting it. But I think a lot of you did walk away. They're just sobering up to this. I keep using the word sobering. They might, for some of you, this person might actually like not be drinking alcohol anymore. Some of them had a problem with alcohol, is what I'm gathering. Yeah, so this is all their energy, Geminis. Because I picked up on you. You feel good. I can feel it. Like, I think you're like in very sacral energy. I think you're creating a lot. I think you're having fun. I think you're coming up with new ways to make money, new ways to feel good. And really not giving any energy or time to anything that's going to make you feel restricted. You want to be really free right now. And this person's literally waving you in energetically with a blue flag. Look at that. That's crazy. So not too many cards, Gemini. These are all the cards. But let's look at the Two of Swords. Let's look at the Two of Swords there. You know, I haven't used Legacy in a long time. Let's do Legacy. Tell me the Two of Swords in reverse, please, for Gemini. Oh, this is why I don't use Legacy anymore. It's wrecked. It's so wrecked. I definitely need a replacement for this deck. Tell me about Two of Swords in reverse. Oh, lordy. All right, I'm gonna stick with it. Chariot just came out. Tell me the Two of Swords in reverse, please, for Gemini. Eight of Swords. This sobering moment that they're having, that this King of Swords is having, it's making me kind of sad, Gemini, because part of this realization is that they could they could be successful, or they could have been, but Eight of Swords, they were too afraid. They were too afraid and too wrapped up in their own distortion to do that. Talking about Two of Swords in reverse. Go towards Gemini. I can't do that. And for some, I keep getting a binding. For some, they actually were have been too bound up in something to approach you. I keep getting that, almost like a. So for some, it could be legal, but others, I'm almost getting a devilish, addictive, tied down, chained up. I can't move this way. I can't talk to this person. I can't talk to that person. I can't show them this. I can't show them that. Something could be really binding them in the form of addictions. I keep getting legal for some of them. Or it could even be people they're around that they can't get away from, or that they don't have the time to give. But there's a binding going on with this person. But for some, it's just their own distortion and fear. Not anything very physical. But some there is, as I said. Talking about the Two of Swords in reverse. I love my guides. One of my guys just said the chain of pride. It's got it. For some, it's a chain of pride. Wow. Yeah, Two of Pentacles in reverse and a King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's some pride going on right there. This is someone who's afraid of loss. This is someone who's afraid of loss. They like to be in control. And when I say fear of loss, it's almost like if I let go of that chain, if I break that chain, and I go this way, what if I regret breaking that chain? You know what I mean? It's this is someone who gets really in their head. They what if a lot. Well, if I walk away from this, then what if I regret it later? Not realizing they're really regretting, losing you, Gemini. Interesting. But yeah, that King of Wands in reverse, I'm getting afraid to let go of things. They like to grip onto things. Tell me about Two of Swords in reverse. Tell me about Two of Swords in reverse. I mean, God, Gemini, they're gripping to you. I feel for this person, though. I feel it. I feel sad for them. But they're really missing you. They're really missing you. You're on their mind a lot. And their heart a lot, too, even though I don't think they'd admit it in that way. Yeah, I don't think they'd admit that you're on their heart. Tell me about Two of Swords in reverse for Gemini. Tell me about Two of Swords in reverse for Gemini, please. Six of Cups. Again, then we have the Hierophant. You have sobering, man. Nine of Swords in reverse. Oh, Five of Wands in reverse. Then we have the Fool. And Ten of Cups in reverse. So sobering. This person's realizing that they have nothing to be afraid of. I think this person's actually recognizing their own distortion. With the Six of Cups and the Hierophant, that Six of Cups is that's what they're marinating on right now. Look at this. That's what they're marinating on right now. That's what they're attached to, which is memories of you, connection with you, the feel-goods of you. But it's happening at the soul level. So what's happening is now we have the Hierophant coming in here, which is it can represent your higher self. It's also learning, higher levels of learning, even on a soul level. And it can also relate to ethics and standards, things like that. But while this person is staying stuck in the Six of Cups energy when it comes to you, Gemini, they are learning a lot about themselves. And I think they're looking at you from a much higher perspective than they have before, and looking at themselves in a different way, from a different perspective that they haven't before. And that's what's so sobering about it, because when you go to that level of understanding, you see nothing but truth because you're getting out of the distortion. This is what's dissipating, the Nine of Swords and the Five of Wands. That's a lot of illusionary thinking and illusionary worries and conflict that is just rooted in distortion. It's rooted in things that are not real. This is what's dissipating for them as they stick with the Six of Cups energy when it comes to you. And again, when I say stick with it, they're just thinking about you. They're letting themselves feel what they feel about you. They're like letting their soul like kind of take control a little bit. Granted, they're like beckoning you with the Magician card. They're not actually approaching you yet, just like, come to me, come to me, come to me. But that's why, like, you might be thinking about them, Gemini, for, like, you might not even understand why they might creep into your thoughts. It is because they're thinking about you. And you guys are connected, no question. With the Six of Cups and the Lovers, you're very much connected. I think you can feel them. I really think you can feel them. Then after the Five of Wands in reverse, we do have the Fool with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Take a chance. This is what they were afraid to do. This is what they had a lot of fear about, taking a chance here. And what happened is now they're just really unhappy. But they can get out of this unhappiness if they want to. But for now, they're going to stay in the Fool in reverse, not taking a chance, and just try to beckon you from afar. I love that. That's so what they're doing. It's so crystal clear. You might even be seeing them in your dreams with that Four of Swords. I feel like you're thinking about them. Like they pop into your head randomly and you're like, why am I thinking about this person? That's why. Where are we at? 16 minutes? Okay, we'll look at the Four of Cups in reverse really quickly and then we'll do advice. I'll do Gilded for this one. So I have the Four of Cups in reverse. I have the Four of Cups in reverse, please. I have the Four of Cups in reverse. So I have the Four of Cups in reverse, please, for Gemini. So I have the Four of Cups in reverse for Gemini. God, that Magician card loves to pop up in this reading. So we have the World with the King of Swords, which they're already coming up as the King of Swords. And then we have this Magician in reverse with the King of Cups in reverse. So Gemini, they're trying to beckon you in because they don't have the cojones to go towards you, okay? Male or female, doesn't matter. But they want to change this. They don't want to sit in this anymore. They don't want to like sit and beckon you. They don't want to feel alone. They don't want to feel rejected or abandoned. Some of them are afraid of being rejected. Some of them is just a fear of rejection, but that comes from pride. That comes from distortion. Insert distortion here for this person for you. But that's what they want. They want to change it. They want to change things up. But how are they doing it? I'll just bring them in. I won't say anything. I'll just pull them in energetically. This person's got to be spiritual. Literally, that's what I'm seeing here. I'll just pull them in. I'll just pull them in. I feel like you know. I feel like you know. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't mean to say this really quickly. Some of you have been in denial about this. Denial is what I said. I realized I said that really fast. Some of you have been in denial that this person's been pulling on you or trying to get, like, you know, beckon you with their energy. But deep down you've known because, like, you've had flashes of them, is what I want to say. You've seen flashes of them or glimpses of them in dreams or heard certain songs or maybe even just, like, thought about them. But it's like you've been in denial about it. Talking about Four of Cups for some of you. Talking about Four of Cups in reverse. I think for some of you, it's really hard to believe this person would miss you. Oh, Geminis, you're so lovable. Why wouldn't they miss you? Yeah, honestly, that's what I just got. Some of you have a hard time believing it because you have a hard time believing this person would miss you. That might be a vital clue for some of you. Oh, Lordy. All these pentacles are coming out now. So I'm going to have Four of Cups in reverse. I don't know if I love that combo. Just get all these here on the board. Queen of Swords to the King of Swords. So now we have a true pair on the board with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you don't believe them. Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Pentacles and the Page of Swords in reverse. So again, you're not talking to them. You're not. Very much not talking to them. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you've really released this person. Like, really, I feel like you've released this person. And I don't think that you believe... I really don't think you believe that they would miss you. I keep getting that, like, really strongly. But you've really let them go. You've let them go. You're not talking to them. You're not investing in them whatsoever. For some of you, actually see this investment as a mistake or a waste of your time because it restricts you, is what I just got. Because you want to be free, and this I think this person has added stress to your life, and you want to be as free as possible. But you look at them like they're a King of Pentacles, a Page of Swords in reverse. You look at them like they're actually a liar. Ooh. That they're not reliable. Yeah. You look at them like they're not really a King of Pentacles. I think you know they're a King of Swords, no question. / magician, you might be aware of that too. They know how to manipulate energy. They know. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing this. Blue flag, pulling you in nonsense. But yeah, you look at them like they're not really a King of Pentacles. They're not reliable. They're not commitment materials, what I just heard. Oh, okay. Some of you guys have a very, what's the word for this? Some of you guys have a bad taste in your mouth from this person, okay? So just be careful of the bitter factor, because I'm getting that for some of you. But yeah, you just look at this person like they're not reliable. They're not really going to be there for you. They're not really grounded, and what they really are is, ooh, some of you just like they're a straight up manipulator. Some of them, you look at them like they just play. They just play games, and they like to manipulate. That's all they like to do. That's all they know how to do. Ooh. Some of you guys might have felt very burned by this person. Over energy, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, see, I knew I felt that devil energy. And then we got the Five of Swords in reverse and the Fool in reverse. God, this person's got a lot of fear. This person really let their fear get in the way. And there's still this bondage that I'm getting, especially when I got the Eight of Swords. I felt that, and now we got the Devil card here. They're bound by something, whether it's their own fear and distortion or something external to them, because for some there is some legal stuff going on that's binding them, or other people, or a lifestyle, like an addiction that's keeping them bound from speaking up and going forward and saying something here. But they are very much tied to you. They feel very connected to you, and they do miss you. Like, you are really on their heart and their mind. Again, I keep feeling like you have this perception of this person like they don't really have a heart, but they do. Sorry, it sounds a little harsh, but I think that's because this person's probably hurt you before. They're really afraid to take this chance to approach you. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid that you won't accept them. Oh, that's why they're blue flagging you. Come in, Gemini, come in. Message me, please. Sorry, you gotta have fun with some of this stuff, right? Okay, let's pull an advice card. God, I don't even know what deck to pull from for this one. You know, I don't normally use this deck that much anymore, but I'm gonna do Romance Angels for advice on this. I have so many Oracle decks now, I love it. Any advice from our Geminis as it pertains to this spread? I think they also realize that they do manipulate. I think that, I mean, they know, they do, but I don't think they realize to the extent of like how much they operate from that space of manipulating. And I think when it comes to you in this sobering moment they're having, they might have some moment of realizing how much they really manipulated a situation, which is also kind of making them feel like they can't really come in and say anything. Like, who are they to say something? You know, it's kind of like that. So again, they're just gonna, I can't believe this energy. They're just gonna blue flag you, queens, okay? Now again, kings can be female, queens can be male. Don't get stuck on the gender. Any advice from my Geminis as it pertains to this spread? Any advice from my Geminis as it pertains to this spread? One more. Can you tell I manhandle my decks? Any advice from my Geminis as it pertains to this spread? Any advice for my Geminis as it pertains to this spread? Of course, you get the sex card. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I don't know how I feel about that advice for you. I'll be totally honest. I mean, I get it. Like, my guides are talking to me about it. I get it. But it's up, at the end of the day, it's up to you, whatever you want to do with people, right? Totally. The advice here was with passion. It's like they're basically saying, remember the passion, remember the connection. People can change. They can. If they really want to, they can. And I do feel like this person's having very sobering realizations of themselves and you and how they feel about you and maybe how manipulative they actually have been. They actually feel like they really have no right to approach you. But there is a very kind of like fun energy that you guys share when you guys aren't holding on to distortion, when you guys aren't holding on to any resentments or anything. This is all the King's energy. Queens, you're barely here. And I know that Queens, you guys are actually in this kind of energy yourself. You're already kind of in this energy here. Spirit's basically just saying to stay a little open-minded, to kind of get back into that very fun energy that you have with this person naturally. If you want to resolve anything, you don't have to. But right now, they are just trying to call you in energetically. So, but if you feel good, Queens, keep feeling good. Keep feeling good. That's working for you. Any other advice for my Geminis as it pertains to this spread? Any other advice for my Geminis as it pertains to this spread? Any other advice for my Geminis as it pertains to this spread? Wow, okay, Spirit. Underneath on the bottom, we have make the effort and reconciliation, soulmate, yeah, forgiving and learning. Let your friends help you, let your guides help you is what I see that one as. Yeah, so basically Geminis, they're saying like, hey, this person does need to make the effort to physically come towards you. They shouldn't be blue flagging you energetically. But you know, if you do want to work it out with this person, you totally can. The energy's here. And when I say work it out, I don't mean take them back and marry them. I don't mean that. I just mean like have some kind of resolution with them, which is what they're wanting anyway. They're blue flagging you. They want peace. They want to talk. They want truth between the two of you, you know? They want to heal, basically. They want to heal a little bit with you. Whether you take it further than that or not is totally up to you. But there is this energy of remember the chemistry, remember the connection, remember like the fun. Remember that and use that if you do decide to work things out with this person. There is also a little bit of an energy here of be open-minded enough to maybe reach out to them. Again, you don't have to. I'm just the messenger of possibilities. Okay? Messenger of possible ways you can go about this. If you want nothing to do with them, you want nothing to do with them, okay? Because I can feel the bitter aftertaste in your mouth from this person. I can feel it. I can almost taste it. But there is a lot of growth that can happen in resolution and forgiveness, right? And it's not a pride. Then that's the thing, guys. Like, forgiveness is not a pride thing. If you don't want to forgive somebody because it's like, I'm not forgiving that person because they did this or that, there might be a little bit of pride going on there. Because, I mean, sometimes you do it for you. Sometimes you do it for them. To resolve this and just close it out is going to be good for both of you. Okay? Just fine. All right, Geminis. I hope you guys enjoyed that and got a lot out of it. Don't forget to check out Vimeo and Patreon, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Have a great night, Geminis. Namaste.